Joining us now is appellate attorney and trial attorney Matthew Barhoma. Matthew, thank you so much for being on the show this evening.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, let's start off by talking about Arbery, this idea that Kevin Gough decided to defer his opening statement. It's within his right. It's something we see rarely, but every defense attorney can make that choice to hold off until the state has finished their case and rested their case in chief before they give their opening. That's the decision he made. I want to get your thoughts on that and whether you think it was a good one or why he might have done it.
Listen, it's something new, okay? Defense attorneys have been doing this recently, where they'll put on their statement right before they start their case in chief. I can see why that's really effective, especially even in a case like this where there's overwhelming evidence, because you want to renew, you want to jog the jury's attention here as to your opening and really a map to your arguments. And so I understand why he's doing it. It's a new move, hence why even this judge is caught off guard by it.
You know, I thought it made sense on a couple of levels, Matthew, because number one, I think on some level, he wants to distance himself from the McMichaels. I think he feels like Roddy is in a different position than everybody else. And I think he thinks he has a better chance of getting off some of the higher charges here. But also I thought that he may have been thinking, look, they're going to hear from two separate attorneys about what happened that night. I could come in and tell them a third version of what happened right after the other two, but why not wait till later so I get a chance to then, like you said, sort of reacquaint them with our side of the story?
Absolutely. This is another way, if you really think about it, to bifurcate this trial, right? Oftentimes, jurors will convict everyone based on how they feel about one co-defendant. And this is another way to kind of slice at that, to come in and differentiate yourself and really show, well, listen, you've heard all of this evidence as they apply to, these individuals, but look at what my client has done. And that's really effective sometimes, especially as early as closing, when you're as opening, where you're about to introduce all the evidence.
Yeah, and during voir dire, when they were asking questions, the approval ratings, they would say, how many of you have a negative feeling about Travis or Greg or Roddy? He consistently got the lowest score. So I think that's something that Kevin Gough was paying attention to as well.